Yo, 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 what is going on, team? Welcome to tonight's isolation session for February the 20th, 2025. As always, isolation session. This is a session we do every Monday through Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. In this session, we're going to go over the pairs that we trade during the live trading session, during the NYC session, starting off with AUDUSD, and we will go in order from the top to the bottom with every pair that has the red flag next to their name. Again, starting off with AUDUSD, finishing off with US oil. We'll go over the daily time frame, talk about where we're at, look for any continuations, any engulfing candles. Same thing for the 4-hour time frame, same thing for the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute time frame, obviously, we'll look for more entries, more precise view of the market. You guys have any questions, whether or not it's about a pair that's on our list, just let me know. We'll go over that towards the end of the stream. Anything you guys want to ask me, any questions, anything that's not making sense and you want me to explain again, just let me know. If not, today's session is gonna go pretty quick. Again, this is pretty much the last session for this week until Sunday. Fridays I usually don't trade, so I'm gonna do this session pretty quick. It shouldn't be longer than 30 minutes really. But again, if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and we'll give everybody till the 3-minute mark on stream. So I'll give everybody a minute and 15 seconds to get in and get ready. Yeah, what's good, Muhammad? What's goody, my brother? Chillin', man. We've been missing you, man. What's going on with you? 15 seconds, guys, and then we'll start. Again, any questions, just let me know. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, my brother. I was sick last week. Nothing too crazy, just a little like sinus infection that I got. Just had a lot of mucus. I coughed for like 2 days, but it was nothing crazy. Had a sore throat for a few days as well, but again, just wasn't really anything too crazy. Um, but I didn't get too bad like I usually get sick. I thought it was gonna hit me like a truck, but nah, it was just a little sinus infection. But I'm doing good now. My voice is still a little sick, sounds a little sick, but it's just the mucus that I have left. But I'm feeling good, can't complain. How you doing? How you feeling? You haven't been here in a minute, man. You haven't been keeping us updated. He's here in Miami for a little bit. I think for like a week. Um, he was asking about you and shit like that. Give me 1 second, guys. Same shit, man. But I'm doing well, busy with uni. Yeah, I had a feeling. That's what I was telling him. I'm like, last time we spoke to him, he said he was doing better, but that he was hella busy with school. So yeah, I spoke to him about you like 2 3 days ago maybe. But I'm glad you're doing well, my brother. All right, let's get started. So again, Thursday session. Usually this is gonna be done pretty quick. Should really only take about 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes. We already know where we're at, what we're looking for, what we could be expecting for the rest of the pretty much till tomorrow. Again, Fridays I usually don't trade, but we'll see if we could find anything appealing for us here. So AU, we know we're in A2, we're in the second zone of consolidation. Again, we know we did not break below our zone of consolidation, and we still have this gap at the top. So I'm still expecting price to go up and fill that gap. Right, 4 hour time frame, we have 2 weeks of rise. This week being the third week, price went to the top side, perfect. Right, gave us higher high, gave us a change of character. Right, lower low, change of character, higher high, higher low, and gave us the break of structure, higher high as well. So again, this is moving counter, so I'm not really expecting to, well, not expecting, but I'm not really looking to get into a trade for AU for now. This is us mainly just updating our charts, getting this ready for price to continue that push to the top side, fill these gaps that we have at the top. Right, once we fill this gap at the top, that's when I'll start looking to take a trade again, going back down. Right, and we could see that in the 30-minute time frame, we had higher high, higher low, and where is the 30-minute? Right, we had low, high, right, higher low, and then price gave us a higher high. So we know that we are trading between this 30-minute low over here and this 30-minute high over here. And we know we have a day of rise counter going against the trend. We'll go on to the next one. Fib entry from golden zone aligns with 800 EMA to 130. I'm in an EU trade, but we'll go over that as well. EA V2 second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the top side. We're still at the middle of the zone of consolidation, so not the best spot to look for a trade. We also know that price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs, so we know that we'll have to wait for price to start giving us higher highs, higher lows, start giving us an engulfing candle, right? Something. We need a confirmation before we take these trades, and we can see that price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, boom, lower low. So we know that we are trading between this low and this high. So right now for EA, just taking a step back again, guys. Not really gonna force any trades. We don't have any confirmations, no confluence on any of the time frames, right? We're still downtrending on every single time frame. The 30 right now, I do like that we're above the 50 EMA, which is the EMA we want to see price bounce off on. But again, we're still trading between the previous lower low and lower high. So I don't want to take a trade anywhere in this zone, because could this just be could this just be lower high, lower low, right? Lower high to go into a lower low. Absolutely. So once I see price giving us higher highs and higher lows, that's when I'll start looking to take a trade again on this pair. Right, yeah, and this was perfect, right? This was a perfect trade. You know, I missed this one. Unfortunately, I kind of woke up a little too late today, but it gave us a nice engulfing candle in the 1 hour time frame as well. Or was it the 15? I think it was the 1 hour that I saw it in. Yep. Right, as soon as we got the pullback to the 200 EMA, right, as soon as we got that pullback and we started seeing price respect 800, right, price gave us a nice engulfing candle, which was this one right here, right? It gave you beautiful retest and then straight into profit. And then obviously we had a third week high for this week, so this would have been a nice, you know, this happened at 3 in the morning, so unfortunately this entry was kind of, you know, and then price just kept moving, never really gave us another entry. But you know, that's, this position would have been 77 pip take profit with the 5 pip stop loss, right? I don't know nobody else with that type of entry, so it's all good, it happens, right? We still have a nice daily engulfing candle as well that just printed, right? This is a pair that I'm expecting price to continue this push to the top side, so definitely you will see me entering Euro USD, right? We have 2 weeks of rise, this week being the third week, right? We can see that price is pushing to the top side. That's pretty much it for here, right? We had 2 days of drop. On the third day, price gave us that day of rise, so no continuations. But this is a pair that Thursday, Friday could give us, you know, the 2 days of rise, and then going into Monday for next week, we could continue to see this push to the top side. You know, I would love to see price give me a break of structure first also. You know, if price decides to not give us the retest of this engulfing candle and just decides to give us a break first and then the retest, that would also be very good to see, right? That'll be the most simple trade we could take. Um, but yeah, for this week, pretty much for today, that entry was missed. You know, it's just very unfortunate that the entry that was given happened at 3, 4 in the morning. Yeah, literally the entry was given at 3, 3:30, and then after that, price just continued to push and never really gave us an entry. Um, so you know, if you caught that trade, congratulations. Just gonna close, yeah, man. It's only You're only 7 pips, 8 pips out from TP, man. That's a picture perfect trade, literally. EU was the best trade, and we talked about that yesterday. I even called that out on in our Discord on Tuesday. I'm like, yo, keep an eye on Euro USD. That's gonna be the trade for the day. So it's all good. Daily time frame on EURCAD. We are in V1. We're still in the first zone of consolidation. No breaks of structures yet. All of these are still testing candles. We still have this gap at the bottom of the market. So again, this is still a pair that I'm expecting price to go down. Still making lower lows and lower highs in the 4-hour time frame. No continuations. And then on the 30-minute, we were making lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character. So once again, for me to continue to look for trades on EURCAD, I need to see that break above our break of structure first. Once we get this BOS, that's when I'll start looking to take a trade. So right now for EURCAD, just gonna take a step back on it. Not really gonna be looking for anything too crazy. GA, we're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation. Right, we had the break of structure from the zone of consolidation. We're looking for the pullback. Right, we're looking for this pullback to be set, so then we could look for that third and final push back to the top side. Right now on the daily time frame, no engulfing candles. On the 4-hour time frame, no engulfing candles on the 4-hour either. On the 1-hour, nothing on the 1-hour. And then on the 30-minute, we know we have this engulfing candle here all the way at the bottom, but I kind of want to see. And again, very similar to the other pairs, right? We have the change of character higher high. We don't have the break of structure just yet, so ideally would love for price to give us the break of structure and then we could start looking for entries. But we also know that this is where price has been rejecting lows, so if we get some sort of confirmation for price to continue, right, in the 30-minute we do have a nice little engulfing candle right here. Price gave us a retest as soon as the market's open, right, and then now we're 18-20 pips away from stop loss, so we'll see if we could look for another opportunity to enter. Let's look at this in the lower time frame as well. We had low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? And then this is where price gave us the change of character, right? The 5-minute change of character. It's a 5-minute change of character, not 1 minute. Right, so then we'll be looking for price to give us a break of structure. Once price gives us the break, which will happen above here, this is where I'll start looking to take a trade again. Right, so we kind of missed the first entry on this, but that's okay. Right, and again, just so you guys could see the situation, this is an 8-pip stop loss. Right, and if we look at where this entry would be, what we would be looking for, right, and this would be in a very similar spot from last week's trade as well. We'll just have to wait for price to turn around, right? Once we get that change of character, we know we have a simple trade, you know, possibly back up to here, even to yesterday's high, 80 pips. The GA looks good. No continuations, but we're right where we want to be at to start looking for trades. Yeah, if it weren't for you, I would have not taken it. Yeah, man, that's what it is, bro. Telling you, when everything lines up, man, and you know your rules and you're confident about your rules, staying patient is the best thing you could do. Right? Again, the worst thing about trading is that if you're not there when the move is given, then you miss it, right? But when you're there and you see it happening and you're like, brother, I'm gonna have a 5-pip stop loss for 80 pips take profit. Somebody in the court this morning, in Kendall's call was like, yo, is it possible to trade and have like a anything above a 123 or 124? Because I never see that. And I'm like, yo, you guys are you lost? Have you seen us trade before? But yeah, man, that's just how it is. But that's gonna be the normal for you in the next couple of months. You're gonna be like, yo, I just took another 1 to 20 trade. Like, damn, you're gonna be the next one doing these classes. GCAD, we're still in level 2. I'm not marking this yet as V2, even though we can, right? I still would like to see the second zone consolidation be a little bit higher. Um, however, right now price is moving sideways, so we're in the middle of the zone of consolidation, a little bit above the middle, right? Today we made price push up a little bit. No continuations on the 4-hour time frame. We already had 3 weeks of rise. On the third week, gave us that rise drop. It gave us a 4th week variation from last week. Now going into this week again, we have no engulfing candles. We'll love. This is a pair that I don't really like trading because it doesn't usually give us pullbacks. It doesn't usually give us nice pullbacks where we could sit here and be like, yeah, we could take this nice trade. Same thing on the 30-minute. We had 3 days of rise. On the third day, gave us a rise no net, expecting that 4th day push. It gave us the push. I'm not really expecting price to continue right now. I am wanting to see price give us a steeper pullback before anything else. And this was another trade that we kind of missed, which happened right at 9, but I wasn't really active yesterday, so that's kind of my bad. But this would have been a nice trade to take as well. But nonetheless, go on to the next one. And I'd be taking 1 trade per week, max 2. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to take 5 trades, 10 trades, you could take 5, 10 trades, right? You just got to make sure that you're following the rules when you're doing it, right? But again, when you're just being patient, and again, like, you always got to think of it as, imagine if you had a 50K, 100K, 200K account, right? Those 1 to 2 trades that you're taking, again, on a 500, on a 200K, 100K account, or just think about it, a 5 pip stop for 80 pip take profit, right? Like, a lot of people don't really understand what that means. Like, if you have a 100K account, right, and you're risking $1,000, right, it's 1%, right? Let's do the math. So if you have a $5 lot times 5 pips, that's 250. So if you have $10 lot times 5 pips, that's 500 bucks. You have a $20 lot times 5 pips, that's 100 bucks. Whoa, no, 20 times 2,000, right? So wait, what was I doing? How many pips? I'm lost already. 20 times 5 pips, right? It's 1,000. So you have a $20 lot, right? So if you had a $20 lot on a 100K account, risking again 1% with 5 pips, and you caught 80 pips, so 20 times 800, that's $16,000 profit that you just made off of 1 trade. See what I'm saying, Muhammad? Like, this game is different when you know the rules. It's a completely different game. Completely different. There's no comparison. Alright, so GJ, we're still trading between the previous change of character, higher high and higher low. We have 2 days of drop, sorry. Could we expect the third day again? This is moving counters, so I don't know. Right? Not that I don't know. I'm not expecting it. And then once again, GJ is in a situation where, do we say we're in a downtrend because every time frame is downtrending? There's no confirmations for us here. I'm just not gonna really entertain GJ. It definitely ruined my perspective on money. Not gonna lie. Yeah, man, that's definitely the bad part about it, man. The good thing is that it allows you to kind of open up your eyes to the possibilities of what could be, right? If you just lock in, bro. You just gotta lock it in. And again, it's definitely doable. You see how easy it is. But it's easy because you put in the time and you put in the work to really get to where you're at right now. So GU 2 weeks of rise. This would be in the third week. Already gave us that push to the top side, right? This is a pair where we're in V1, looking for that second push to the top side. We had a beautiful engulfing weekly candle. Price gave us the retest, continued the push to the top side. Nothing on the daily right now. No continuations. We're still expecting price to push up, but I do want to see more confirmations at these highs before we could continue. Again, daily time frame, no valid engulfing candle. On the 4 hour, no valid engulfing candles either. On the 1 hour, nothing here. On the 1 hour, on the 30-minute, nothing yet. So would love to get a pullback before we could continue. Again, do love how I do like how price is moving, right? Market structure does look good. So this will definitely be a good pair, very similar to EU, that we will be keeping an eye on for the rest of the week. Something I realized with US30, TradingView, we have a gap, but on Trade Locker, on KOT's broker, that gap is already filled. So I want to be very careful taking these trades on US30. I want to be very careful calling out what price is going to do. Again, sometimes some gaps on the brokers that you're trading with, sometimes you'll see it, sometimes you won't. Sometimes it'll be on one chart and then it won't be on the other. Who's right and who's wrong at this point, I can't answer that question because I haven't done enough back testing on the KOT chart, right? The server that they use compared to this one on Capital.com. Usually, the reason I use Capital.com is because the back testing that I did with this chart was very pristine, right? It looked really good. But the fact is that at this moment we're still stuck in this little zone of consolidation that we've been in, right? Where price rejects highs, reject lows, reject highs, right? We were kind of consolidating here in the middle, went back down to the bottom. So could we expect US30 to go back up to these highs? Could this just be a zone of consolidation in the higher time frame, right? How we see it here in the 4 hour, where price is rejecting lows, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, rejecting highs, right? Consolidating in the middle and then going back down to the bottom, right? So definitely could just be one of those situations where we're just going to be ping-ponging from the top and the bottom the entire time. We have no engulfing candles on the time frames that we need to have them in. But just going to be patient. Just going to be patient. There's nothing more, nothing less that we could do about this trade, or about this pair in general. US30, like I said in the last 2 days, I'm not really going to be giving you guys broad breakdowns on US30 because you guys are thinking you could watch this as beginner traders and then just go trade US30 and gold. It's like, it doesn't work that way, right? USDCAD daily time frame, we're in peak high territory, so this is one where I'm not even going to again entertain it. We do have a nice bearish engulfing candle, but again, we still don't have any change of characters, break of structures in the higher time frames. Lower time frames, we've had one, but again, I'm not going to be not gonna entertain USDCAD just yet. I still don't like the structure going short. This is still a pair where I want to see more confluence. Not only more confluence, but I also want to give this a little bit of time to breathe. 30-minute time frame, we do have the change. We have the lower low, lower high, break of structure, lower low. But again, it's just not. This pair is not for me just yet. This is not a pair that I will take a look at just yet. USD ZAR very similar. I'm just gonna skip over this one. I'm not really trading USD ZAR, but we're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the top side. We still have that gap at the bottom of the market, so before we go up, I do want to see price give us that pullback, back down to the bottom. And we do have a bearish engulfing candle, very similar to USD CAD, right? Structure on USD ZAR is very similar to USD CAD. So again, could we expect price to continue this push down to the bottom and give us those lower lows and lower highs? Of course, right? We know we had at one point higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low, lower high, and then we're looking for that break of structure, that valid BOS to be given. That we still don't have a valid break yet, but we are getting there. This is where price has been rejecting lows, rejecting highs the entire time, right? The entire time we've just been moving sideways here. So once we get that break of structure, it'll give us a little bit more clarity, and a little bit more insight as to where price wants to continue to go. So we'll wait for that to be given on USD ZAR. Gold again is another one that I'm not going to be marking up on stream anymore until further notice. But we were expecting price to give us this 4th day push to the top side. It gave us that push. You know, could we expect price to continue to go short? It could happen. You know, would have loved to have seen this engulfing candle. Oh, it is a nice engulfing actually. It does have a top wick. Very small top wick, but it does have the wick. Right, green, green, red. This could be a nice trade. We'll take a look at it again towards the end of the stream. Daily time frame, we're in peak high territory. We're in the highest point in the market. We're at a higher high. 4-hour time frame, same thing. We're at a higher high. We have a nice little bearish engulfing candle here as well. Let's see, top and bottom wicks. Green, 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 red. Right, that red does have a bottom wick. We are at the retest zone. Right, this is a 4-hour retest right here. Right, so inside this 4-hour retest, we also have a 30-minute. So this is looking good as well. So let's 4-hour engulfing. Right, 1 hour. Do we have a 1-hour engulfing? 29 minutes, we could be getting an hour engulfing candle as well. Green, green, red. We have 3 different engulfing candles in different time frames. We have 4 days of rise. I'm not expecting price to continue this push to the top side. So let's take a look at this pair real quick before we get off. Bitcoin is another one that I'm not really going to be doing the breakdown in, and it's kind of crazy. Usually Bitcoin and US30 move very, very identical, and the fact that they're moving completely different right now, it's a shocker, right? It's definitely weird, right? Want to keep an eye on that. But Bitcoin, we're in peak high territory. We're in the highest point in the market. We're in peak high, right? Right now, price is just consolidating here at the highs, right? Rejecting lows, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, rejecting highs the entire time. No continuations in the daily time frame. 4-hour time frame, we can see that price is still respecting the higher high, higher low, and higher high that we had. Again, no continuations, no engulfing candles. There's pretty much nothing for us here to be like, oh yeah, these are good trades to take. It's just more about being patient, waiting for price to kind of do what it has to do. 30-minute time frame as well. You know, 30-minute we are in a downtrend, right? We had lower low, lower high, lower low. Price went up, gave us a lower high, but we didn't break the previous high or the previous low, so we've just been pretty much consolidating within this area the entire time. If we really look at it, right, where price has been rejecting highs, rejecting lows, high, low, high, back to the low, back to the high. Right, so we just want to be patient with Bitcoin before taking any trades. I'm definitely not gonna entertain Bitcoin just yet. And then last but not least, guys, US oil. Oil, we are in A1. We're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the bottom side. We have no continuations or engulfing candles in the daily time frame. In the 4-hour time frame, again, no continuations. We had 2 weeks of drop, this week being the 3rd week. Price already when the market opened, it gave us that new low and then gave us that push to the top side. Could we expect price next week to give us another push down to the bottom? It could happen, but I would like to see price give us a push down to the bottom before anything else, right? I don't want price to finish this high up in the week, because then next week we wouldn't be expecting price to give us the push. On the 30-minute, we had lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, change of character, higher low, and we're still, price did give us another higher high over here, but it's still not a valid break. So right now, if price decides to just test these highs, and then give us a confirmation, right, an engulfing candle, give us a lower time frame, change of character, break of structure, then we'll start looking to take these shorts. And right now, even in the 1 minute, we just have higher high, higher low, higher high, right? And then this is where price gave us, boom, change of character, lower low. Sorry, I was in the 5 minute, but this is the 1 minute, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, right? Price never broke the lows, never broke the highs, and then gave us a change of character, lower low. So in the 1 minute, if price ends up giving us this break, then we know we'll be looking for something like this to happen, right? If not, then this is just gonna give us that inducement to the low, right? How it did here at the lower time frame, and then just making everybody believe that this is where prices, oh, lower low, we're gonna make lower high to go lower low, but then it goes up and hits your stop loss back at the top. So again, just want to be patient with oil, not in no rush to take those trades, but we're definitely gonna keep an eye on it. And that's pretty much it, guys. Any questions? Any other pairs you guys want me to go over? Anything you guys want me to explain again that didn't make any sense, or anything at all? Let me know. Right now for tomorrow, to be honest, Bitcoin looks like or not Bitcoin, gold looks like a good trade to keep an eye on. Right, so let's actually do this on the watch list real quick. Daily watch list. This is for 0221, so 0221 watch list. Right. XAU USD, look for potential shorts. Price is at a higher high. Look for inducement first and then entry. Right, gold, I'm not trading ZAR, not trading USDCAD. US30, I'm not trading US30 right now. I'm just gonna let this one move, do what it has to do. GU and EU, man, look really good, but GBPUSD, look for potential continuation going along. Right, GJ, I'm not trading. GCAD, we're in a weird spot. GA, we have a gap at the bottom of the market, right? Or is this the one with just a gap? Or with the engulfing? What time frame engulfing was that in? 30 minute? Yeah, this was what, 20 pip. We'll wait for this one. Usually when price taps into an engulfing candle multiple times, it's exhaustion candle or an exhaustion zone. So I'm not going to force any trades here for GA. We're definitely going to keep an eye on it. EURCAD, still have that gap at the bottom. Euro USD gave us that daily engulfing candle, right? And again, just this entry alone, we'd have a 23 pip TP to the third week high, right? Euro USD. Euro USD, we're still looking for a continuation. Euro AUD, nothing really here for us just yet. And then AUD USD, we're looking for price to continue going counter. So hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Let's go back to the chat real quick. Any other questions, anything else you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, then again, we'll be done for the day and we'll be back again tomorrow morning for the live trading session. And then Muhammad said on Discord, shout out to Louis G for calling this trade. Yes, sir. Great session. Thank you, Muhammad. I appreciate that. See you, bro. Alright, my brother. We'll see you later. Peace out.